Hello everyone. I'm gonna do human leg modeling in this video using Surface Tools in 3ds Max. So if you already know how Surface Tools work, this is probably not a video for you. It's mainly for people who have never used it and just want to show a new modeling technique. I personally find it's a very useful tool, and there are things which are like organic in shape, and they are sometimes harder to model using polygons or something else, but 3D Max has Surface Tools for a long time, and it's pretty neat and pretty quick, especially if you have any background in sculpting. You would definitely love this tool. Okay, so to begin with, I have 5 circles here, and they are all positioned on the z-axis. So let's go to our front view, and I'm gonna select this top circle here and turn on my angle snap, and I'm gonna give it some rotation, say about 45 degrees. That should be good enough. And then I'm gonna go to my left viewport. Let's maximize that. And these two are where the knee is gonna be for the leg. So let's select this top one, and I'm gonna rotate it up like 10 degrees, and the bottom one rotate it down 10 degrees. So we have a basic shape like this. Then let's go to our perspective view, and I'm going to select the bottom circle, right click, and I'm going to convert it to a editable spline object. Once done, I'm going to attach all the remaining circles and make it one object. Now we end up with a single editable spline object with 5 circles. And to connect these guys, you can use a modifier called cross section. And since they all have same amount of vertices, all of those vertices are now connected with the new segments. And when you do that, the cross section gives you certain options, like what type of vertices you want to get. In this case, we're gonna pick Bezier corner, because we need to get those Bezier handles to change the shape. Once you're done, we can throw in another modifier. This time let's put in edit spline, and then we're gonna go to the vertex level, and let's start in the front view. I'm just gonna select this guy and start giving it a shape for the leg. Let's work on the thighs, and after that the calves, something like this. And then let's go to the left viewport and start changing the shape here. It's pretty straightforward. For the knees, let's zoom in a little bit. Sometimes in Surface Tools, the Bezier handle is hidden behind the transform gizmo. In that case, you would have to sometimes hide the transform gizmo to grab the handle. So you can do that by pressing X on your keyboard, and then hit X again to get the transform gizmo back. And at the bottom, let's give it some shape here. Same thing here, and then for the calves, something like this, something like that. It's looking pretty good so far. Let me minimize this. So once you have a desired shape, what you can do is, let's get out of the vertex mode, apply another modifier called surface right here, And sometimes when you apply the surface modifiers, the normals are flipped, so you can just put a check here on this option where it says flip normals. So there you go, we have a human leg. Pretty fast in this sense. Talking about the surface modifier, we have an option called patch topology, and it has a number of steps. If you are working on a low poly character, you might want to reduce the number of steps. By default it's set up to 5. I usually go to 3, which is more than enough for me, and I'll show you the difference. Let's keep it at 5, and let me make a copy of this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert this copy to an editable poly object. And now if you look at the mesh details, it's quite a lot. And if you are going to use any smoothing modifier, you don't need that many details at the base level. So let me move it aside, and this time I'm going to reduce the number of steps to 3 and then make a copy. Say OK, and let's convert this guy to an editable poly, and you can see the difference between the two. And personally I think 3 is more than enough. And then you can keep modeling on top and add smoothing modifier later on. So let me delete this guy. I can hide this guy, and once you have this, you can simply make a copy, mirror this guy in the x-axis and move it aside. There you go, you have the legs for your character. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.